Hello everybody, welcome to a special edition of Let's Talk Criterion. And we're just going to basically whiz through and tell you about the two recently announced January releases for 2024 in the UK Criterion collection. They've both been available for a little while now in the US collection, but we're very glad to say that we're welcoming them to the UK collection. And it's good news for UK collectors on both examples of these releases. The first release I'm going to tell you about is coming up on the screen right now. And it is Labamba, starring Lou Diamond Phillips. And it's from 1987. And it's a Blu-ray only. And it's available through Amazon at the moment on their website for $22.99. And also through Zavi, FOP, HMV, all the online retailers here in the UK. So this is the actual disc in question here, Labamba. It's got a very sort of retro-looking cover art for it. It's directed by Luis Valdez, starring Lou Diamond Phillips as Richie Valance. And there is the rear of the disc there, as you can see. I'll open it up and show you inside. And this is exactly what we'll be getting in the UK. There's Richard Valenzuela and his flying guitar, the American Legion Hall, January 1958. Very colourful looking release and very much in sort of vogue with the actual film itself. Now that comes out in the UK Monday, the 15th of January, 2024. So that's really good news for anybody that's into musical biopic films. Here's some images from the film now. That's sort of a live performance on stage. That's Richie Valance in the studio. Bottom centre is S.A. Morales, who plays his brother. And another picture of Lou Diamond Phillips again in performance. Lou Diamond Phillips didn't actually perform the songs in the film. His voice wasn't used. It was dubbed in from a band called Los Lobos. But he couldn't really sing, to be fair. But it doesn't matter. That wasn't why they hired him for the job. He was an excellent actor at the time. And, of course, he well and truly embodied the character of Richie Valance on screen. So that's from 1987, the film Labamba. And a great film, I think. I recently did an episode of Labamba for Let's Talk Criterion. In fact, the link for that is in the corner of the screen. So if you want to check out Labamba before you buy it, all the information on the film can be viewed in that video on the Let's Talk Criterion channel. So that's Labamba, Richie Valance, releasing on the 15th of January, 2024. And once again, there's the Amazon link. If you want to stop the screen, freeze the screen, you can in fact go through that link and put your pre-order in now. And the next film for January, which was announced today, great news for UK Criterion fans and indeed for fans of this particular director as well. It's Ridley Scott's Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise is a great film, of course. It's fantastic, and from 1991, and it's 4K and Blu-ray in the same pack and a separate Blu-ray release. And it's a great addition for Criterion. It certainly caused quite a stir when it was announced in the US last May. There it is in all its glory, and as you can see, it's a digipack. Maybe you're not a fan of digipacks, but this is particularly well put together. It's very thick, as you can see. And if I just take out the inside of that, you have, of course, an excellent booklet, not a pamphlet on this one. There's the rear, which is just wonderful looking, I think. Absolutely brilliant. And there are the discs in the pack as well. You get a 4K, a Blu-ray, and a separate Blu-ray with all the supplemental features. And you get a lot of supplemental features on this particular release, let me tell you. A lot. The booklet looks like this. It's a bit like a script. as you can see, part of the script of Thelma and Louise on the front cover, and then obviously all the detail inside the booklet. I'm not going to show you too much of the booklet because it'll spoil it if you're planning to buy the release yourself in the UK. Beautiful picture of Gina Davis there. Of course, it stars Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis, directed by Ridley Scott. And here is the release date for Thelma and Louise, coming up on your screen now. And it's coming out on the 29th of January 2024. Towards the end of January, a bit of a chance to catch up when you spend too much money over Christmas, and put a bit of a savings by, because it's going to be $29.99 for the 4K and $22.99 for the Blu-ray. But if you buy the 4K, you'll get the Blu-ray with it, so two for the price of one, as they say. I think the price point's fair, considering the content in this particular release. Here is the link for the 4K and the Blu-ray for Thelma and Louise. That's the prices, and the link is coming up for the 4K from Amazon's website. If you want freeze, you'll be able to copy that link for your pre-order for the 4K. And here is the link for the Blu-ray for Thelma and Louise. As I say, it's releasing on the 29th of January 2024. And some images from the film. And as you can see, the two girls on their journey across the Wild West, and the picture they take at the bottom of the corner there in with the camera, with the Polaroid camera. Two fantastic performances from Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon there. And somebody they encounter along the way, they decide to take revenge on his truck. Great fun, great fun. So that is a fantastic release. Thelma and Louise, coming to us on the 29th of January 2024. So just to recap on those two releases. First of all, we have Labamba, releasing on Monday the 15th of January 2024. That is Labamba, the story of Richie Valance. And then coming to us on the 29th of January 2024, Thelma and Louise, a 4K release and Blu-ray with that pack, and a separate Blu-ray release as well. So there we go, we're up to date. All I have to tell you now is what is coming to you in the next edition of Let's Talk Criterion. And there's a certain film coming out in the US on Criterion on Tuesday the 31st of October. That is Halloween, and the film in question is called Nanny. It's a new film, and it's directed by Niyato Yuzu, and it's a sort of slightly supernatural, creepy film, which is quite modern in its style, and that is coming to you next Tuesday in the US. The edition of Let's Talk Criterion, where we focus on that film, will be going up on YouTube on Friday at midnight. So check that out if you get a notification from our channel. And on that note from me, it's as always time to sign off. I will say goodbye to you, and I'll see you on the next edition of Let's Talk Criterion. From me, it's goodbye, and above all, good Criterion viewing.